Welcome to our quick introduction on using the referencing management software EndNote. It is free to download for current students and staff of the University of Queensland. Our EndNote referencing software guide has more information to help you use the software. To begin using EndNote, go to our guide and download your copy if you haven't already installed it. Open EndNote and either create your library or open an existing one. The library is what EndNote calls the files it stores your references. We strongly recommend having just one library for all your work. You can also create a library by going to File and choosing New. Decide where you want to save your library. Don't save it to cloud storage like OneDrive, as this can cause issues with your library. Be aware that when you create a library, there are two parts to it: a file and a folder of the same name. It's very important to keep them together if you move or copy your library, as it can stop functioning correctly if they are separated. If you're going to use multiple machines like a computer on campus and another one at home or on an iPad, consider syncing your library with EndNote Web. Visit our EndNote guide to learn more. Once you've created a library, you're ready to start using EndNote. We will focus on the basic features like adding references and creating in-text references and reference lists in your documents. To add references, you can export references from Library Search, databases, Google Scholar, and other online resources, or add them manually. Once you have done your search in a tool like Library Search, select the references you want to add to your library. Note this is for the reference details, not for the full article. For details on how to add the full article, check out our guide. Look for an Export, Cite, or Save option and choose EndNote or RIS. RIS is a type of file that EndNote can read. The reference details should be added to your library or downloaded as a file. If it downloads a file, click on it to add the information to EndNote. Always double-check this information, as it can be added to the wrong fields or not included at all. Fields are the different elements of a reference, like the author, title, or journal name. You can edit this information if needed. To add a reference manually, go to the References menu and choose New Reference. Select the type of reference, for example web page, and add information to the relevant fields. You don't have to add information for each field, but you do need to include the elements of the citation. Watch our Introduction to Referencing video for more information, or check out our referencing guides. Some fields require information to be added in a specific way. For example, best practice for the author field is to include the author's family name, comma, full first name. Group authors, like organizations, need to have a comma included at the end of the name. This ensures the author information is displayed correctly. Visit our guide for the full details on how to add information to the different fields. When you install EndNote, a toolbar is added to Word. Open your document and go to the EndNote toolbar. Choose the referencing style you'd like to use. You can access more styles by choosing Select Another Style. Place your cursor where the in-text reference needs to appear. Remember that different styles may require different locations in a sentence for your reference, for example, before the full stop. Check out our referencing guide for details. There are a few ways to add a reference. The easiest method is to go to EndNote and select the reference or references you would like to add. Click on the Insert Reference icon, which looks like a quote mark at the top of your references. You will be returned to Word and the in-text reference will be added. Depending on the style requirements, the reference list will also be created at the end of your document. To make any changes to a reference, use the Edit and Manage Citations option in the EndNote toolbar. You can use this to add page numbers, change the format of the reference, or remove the reference. Be aware that in-text references and reference list information is linked to EndNote, and any changes or deletions must be made using the EndNote tools in Word or in EndNote itself. You can refresh or update your document to show changes by clicking on Update Citations and Bibliography in the toolbar. This was a quick introduction to the basic features of EndNote to get you started. There are other options and tools in EndNote that can assist with your research as well as your writing. Visit our guide to work through our online tutorials or watch our other videos to learn more. You can also contact the Faculty Services Librarians team on librarians@library.uq.edu.au or book an appointment for assistance.